Hi everyone, I'm Santosh. Welcome back to English Abacus. Most of the school students have this problem: how to write a formal letter in exams and how to score full marks in it. They will be having multiple questions in their mind, whether I should write respected sir or dear sir, whether I should write the sender address in left hand side or right hand side, whether I should use yours sincerely or yours truthfully, comma, full stop. They will be having lots and lots of questions in their mind. For these types of confusion, I'm going to clear all your doubts in this video. Before delaying, let's get started. Let's see what is the correct format of writing a proper letter in exams to score full marks. There are 4 types of letter that we are going to see today: letter to the editor of a newspaper, complaint letter, order placing letter, and the last one, inquiry letter. Let's see how we have to write these 4 types of letter and what is the purpose of writing this one by one. Letter to the editor. Letter to the editor of a newspaper, drawing the public's attention towards social or common issue. So why we have to write letter to the editor? What is the purpose of writing the letter to the editor? So that you are going to create some awareness, that is the problem are facing by the people. You will see some of the topics that are expressing your view about child labor, unemployment, crime against women, habit of smoking, problem arising due to increasing population, drug addiction, etc. These are all some problems that are faced by the society. So that you are just giving your opinion on giving awareness to the people that this problem is commonly faced by the people in my area, or where I have visited some place, in that place I have seen this problem. So these types of things that you can write your opinion to the news editor. So the next one, complaint letter. So complaint letter is like reporting something is lost, for example lost wallet, cycle, or etc., or complaining on neighbors, poor facilities at tour place, etc. So you are just complaining something that you have a problem, so you want to complain with higher officials. For that you should go with the proper letter, so that it's a complaint letter. So let's see some of these examples for writing the letter. Regarding some product that you have purchased, like defective mobile, handset, camera, etc. So some product that you have bought in shops that it's not working properly. For example, we can take a mobile phone that you have bought. It's not working properly. The microphone is not working. At that time, you should raise the complaint by proper letter format. So regarding misbehavior of staff or salesman, regarding problem faced in society like shortage of water, frequent power breakdown, etc., whatever it might. Order placing letter. Order placing letter is ordering books, equipments for schools, etc. See, it's not only about school, you're just placing an order. So that if it is a bulk order or it's a less number, whatever it might be, you're just order placing something. That's it. Placing an order for books for the school, library, or other educational purpose, whatever it might be. So the next, inquiry letter. So why we have to write inquiry letter? For example, if you are planning a trip, detail for joining a classes, etc. For example, you can say like yoga classes. If you are going to join any yoga classes, you should know whether they are providing the certificate or some other detail. You should know the timing, all these things. For that time, you can write an inquiry letter, getting the information about that what we want. Some more information. That what are all the information that you want? You can get by the inquiry letter. So asking about the details for taking admission of a course, as I told you before. Inquiring about some welfare schemes launched by the government. If you don't know something that is launched by the government, the schemes, so that you want to know further detail about it, so that time you can get it. Format of writing a formal letter. There is a strict format to follow while writing a formal letter. As I told you before, there is a strict format that you should follow to write a formal letter. Let's see how to write a proper formal letter. We have to follow these steps to write a formal letter. Let's see one by one how to write the formal letter. First, sender address on the left side of the page. Just next to the margin, write the sender's address, contact detail. So when you are going to start a letter, first start with the sender address. Your name should not be given here. You should not mention your name in your sender address. You have to write your address alone. Okay, in the left hand side, next to the margin, you have to write it. Next, followed by that, below the sender address, write the date after leaving one line. So after writing the sender address, leave one line and write the date. On what date you are writing the letter, you should mention that date. The date should be written like this format: 21st March 2021. You have to mention like this. The month you have to write fully. You should not write like 21/4/2021. You have to write like 21st March 2021. This is the correct format. Next, followed by the date, you have to write the receiver address. To whom we are going to write the letter, that is the receiver address. After date, write the address of a recipient, the officer, principal or editor. Recipient means the person who is going to receive the letter. You have to write the recipient designation, not the name. You have to write whether he is a principal or the manager or CEO, whomever it might be. So you have to write their designation. Okay, so after writing this, subject, just leave one line. After writing the receiver address, leave one line and write the subject of a letter. Here you have to mention the main purpose of the letter in 4 or 5 words. Why 4 or 5 words? You should not exceed more than 6 words. It should be short and crisp. After writing the subject, next, salutation. Salutation, that before we are following that respected sir, but in now you should not supposed to follow the respected sir. You have to write dear sir or dear madam. If you're not comfortable with dear, you can write sir or madam. That's it. You should not write respected sir. Next, body. Here you have to explain the matter of your letter. Body of the letter must be divided into 3 paragraphs as followed. I'll tell you. Body of the letter has to be divided into 3 parts. Let's see one by one how we have to divide. First paragraph, introduce yourself and the purpose of writing the letter in brief. For while you're writing the body of the content, at that time you just start with the purpose. For why, you just introduce yourself and write what is the purpose of writing this letter. In short, you should not write fully in the beginning. Okay. Next, second paragraph, it should include the matter in detail. So writing after finishing the first paragraph, second paragraph, you have to explain the problem that you are faced, or for example something that what you want to tell, you can explain in the second part clearly. Third part, here you have to conclude your letter by mentioning conclusion or solution. So in third part, whether if you are writing, it will be differ from letter to letter. If you want to conclude with a solution, you can give it, or as example what the problem that you have, what is the conclusion that you want to give, you can give it that one. So this is the format of writing body of a letter. Okay, next, after writing the body of the letter, complimentary closing. Complimentary closing is like giving vote of thanks, just complimenting, giving complimentary to that person whom we are going to write this letter. Thanking you. You should write next after the body of the letter, just leave one line and write thanking you. Followed by that, you can write yours faithfully or yours sincerely. If you are a school student, you have to write yours truly. Followed by that, you have to write sender's name, signature and designation if applicable. If you are a student, write yours truly. Followed by that, below you can write your name alone. You don't write anything that you are 10th standard or 12th standard, whatever it might be, don't write like that. Next, in what basis they are going to give marks. You have to be clear with your ideas first, and then proper sequence arrangement, that is very important, and fluency, grammatical error, the language that you have used, all those things. Based upon all those things, they will give the marks. So hope you have understand this letter writing. To make it clear for you, let me give you an example so that you can be very clear about your doubts. So I'm going to write a complaint letter. Last month you purchased an automatic washing machine from an electric shop that you have 2 years warranty. So I don't want to read all this one, so that you are going to write a complaint letter that you have just bought a washing machine, that since you have some problem with it like sound and it's not washing the clothes properly, we have that type of problem. So that I'm going to write a proper complaint letter. Let's see what is the correct format of writing that one. First we should write the sender address. So I am the sender, so that I am writing my address. Followed by that, leave one line and we have to write the date. As I told you, the date format should be like 21st April 2021. In this format we have to write. Followed by that, again you have to leave one line and write the receiver address to whom we are going to write this letter. For example, here I am writing this letter to the manager of that particular electronics, so that I have written the address to whom I am going to send this letter. Next, subject. Subject, as I told you, you should not exceed more than 6 words. Here I have written only short and crisp. Complaint about the faulty washing machine. That's it. I didn't explain everything in this subject. Next, followed by the subject, you have to give salutation. That, as I told you, dear sir or dear madam, whatever that you want to write, you can write it. If it is a male, sir; female means madam, that you know it. So then, body of the content. Body of the content, as I told you before, we have dividing into 3 parts. First part, it should be like introduction. I'm just telling a basic problem what I have faced by this product, and in the second paragraph I will be explaining detail about the faulty, what is the problem that I have in this particular washing machine. So I'll be writing all these things in detail. And the third part, conclusion. In conclusion, I'll be asking for replacement, because since I bought this only 2 months before, I don't want to repair this one. I want a replacement for it. So I'm asking a conclusion, and also I'm giving the solution for this problem. So after writing this body of the content, you have to write the thanking you. You have to write thanking you. Followed by that, if you are a school student, write yours truly. Followed by that, you have to write your name. Just don't put your signature. So this is the proper format you should follow to write a letter. So by writing this format, you can, I assure you that you can score full marks in your English letter writing part. Hope that this video is really helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel English Abaka for upcoming videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.